Good morning, Flosstube. This is Kimberly and I'm back with Flosstube number 2. If you're returning from watching Flosstube number 1, I appreciate it. We've hit 23 subscribers, I think, which is great because I never thought I would hit 10. So I'll probably do a giveaway when we get to either 50 or 100. We'll see how fast we get to 50 and then I'll decide. If you're new here and you see anything you like today, hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon to the right, and that way you don't miss any future content. I should be doing Flosstubes about every 2 to 3 weeks depending on my schedule, but that's the plan, 2 weeks. The video today shouldn't be too long. I didn't get much stitching time in the last 2 weeks. We had 2 rounds of sickness in the house, and then our youngest son got hurt on his offshore job, so that took a couple of days of going to New Orleans to the hospital and then the hand surgeon. He is okay, no broken bones, just a crush injury. He's got to do a couple weeks of PT, and then he gets to go back to work. So everything's good there, and everybody's finally feeling better, I think. Okay, so stitching. Didn't get too many projects done. Well, I didn't get any finishes. I got a good bit of progress done on very few whips. I like to spread it out, but this time I just kind of concentrated on a couple. So let me go ahead and show you those. Let's see, the first one is my Stitchonomy Homely Houseplants. The last time you saw it, I had up to number 5 done, but it was covered. So now I've got number 6 and just barely started on number 7, so I am a couple behind, but that's okay. And I do have to put the other shelf back in because when I did it the first time, I miscounted and I had it running right through where this plant goes, and it's supposed to be up here. So I do have to add another shelf back in before I can start again. And that one's from Stitchonomy. The second one is my bee sampler from Lila's Studio. In the first video, I showed you what I had done, which was this little rose right here that looks like this one, and then just part of this top. So I've done all of this, and that gave me 1,008 stitches on this one last week, and that is my number 3 for Whip Go. So that was good progress. And then this is a new market release from Cherry Hill Stitchery. She has them for sale on her Etsy shop already, so I picked it up. I got this on Tuesday when she put it in the shop, and I've gotten 1,696 stitches in this one since Tuesday afternoon. So I'm actually having a lot of fun with this one. I needed something small to stitch on. All my projects are really big right now. But that is all of my whips that I got done in the last 2 weeks. I haven't really stitched at all. I did do a lot of shopping. So we have a lot of haul. Let's see, let's go into haul. So the first thing is, I have decided to join 2 Martini Stitcher and a bunch of my stitchy friends in the Long Dog Leap Day sale. So my first piece of haul is my project for that. It is called Angel Pavement. I think I may have shown y'all a picture on Instagram, but I've chosen this one. This will be my largest stitch yet. It is 219 by 263. And what attracted me to this one was all the different colors. I think I'm going to just pull flosses out of my stash because I have like tons and tons that I have 5 and 6 skeins of that I have not opened yet. So I think that's going to be a good stash buster because I had purchased a big lot of like 300 flosses from someone on a D-stash group, and a lot of them were multiples, like 5 and 6 of each color, and it's colors that I already had. So I'm going to try to de-stash some of them with that project. Let's see, my next one is Plum StreetSamplers George and Martha. another small that I got to break up the monotony of all the big projects I have. Like every project I've bought in the last 3 months has been super huge, so I really needed some smalls in my stash to just be like, I got to get away from some of these big ones and I need a break. So the next one is Tired Trio. And this is also Plum StreetSamplers. I actually have a lot of their stuff in my shopping cart on 123 Stitch. I love their projects. And then I have the YellowPolkadot Bikweenie. I'm probably going to end up getting all of them for this set because I really, really think they're cute. I want to make throw pillows for my bed for them. I think they would make really cute throw pillows. Excuse me. And then I have the Halloween Quaker. When I first got back into cross stitching last summer, this was the very first big project I looked at, but I was just too chicken to jump into it. So I finally broke down and bought it. And I'm also going to get the Holiday Quaker by Lila's Studio. And then this piece of haul I'm super excited about. So while watching Carla Rolodex Stitches, one of her YouTube videos, she had spoken about Debbie Stitches on Instagram, and she had shown a project folder that she had purchased through her. So I got all the information from her and contacted Debbie, and Debbie hooked me up. This sucker is so worth the money. I don't feel she charged enough for what she made because I sew and I would have charged more. But this thing is gorgeous. And when I say it holds a lot, it really holds a lot. It's quilted on the outside. And it's hand bound. Has a magnetic snap. And then this, it's so big I gotta back up. This is the inside. This has heavy duty metal zippers. Then two great big pockets right here and right here. Everything you see in here except for my project and the needles came in here. So you have this needle minder, or not needle minder, but a needle folder. And then she gave you cards and floss pull cards. These I had no idea what they were for. I had to message her and ask her, and I will show you. You got two great big pockets. And then you got this pocket with your floss bed. The cards that I was talking about, I messaged her on Instagram and asked her when I received it, told her thank you because I really loved it. Asked her what this was. She said you can pull this out and write your floss color key on here, or print it out and cut it and tape it on there, and then it slides in and you can just flip it over and do your next project. So you have it so you don't have to pull out your project every time you need to check a color symbol, which I thought was ingenious because I hate that. I usually snap a picture on my phone so I could just grab my phone real quick. This thing is huge. It will literally hold my whole 24 hours of cross stitch folder. Which is another piece of my haul. So on To Martini Stitcher, I was watching one of her floss tubes and I seen she used this for organization. So I followed her link, went to the Etsy shop of Quirks and Stitches, and I purchased it. And this thing has gotten me so organized. I took the file to Office Depot, had them print out everything, but I had them print out 52 of the weekly recap sheets and like 10 extra blank calendars and a few extra sheets and something else that I threw in there that was mine for a different project. But it was like 30 bucks. And they put a clear folder on it. I just used some tape and some cardstock I had to decorate it, but It's spiral bound and everything for like 30 bucks. It was less than 30 bucks. And this has really helped me see like what days I'm getting things done and what days I am not. And what I'm getting done, what I need to work on. And let me tell you, I thought I was not making any progress on any of my stuff last week and this week. When I got this last Tuesday, well, not this past Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday, I started counting my stitches because I wasn't doing that before. And I wasn't writing down hours or anything, or dates that I started, dates that I finished, nothing like that. The day I went back and put everything in was the day after I got it, because I picked it up late at night. I started a week ago Wednesday adding stuff into here, and you would not believe, I'm thinking, boy, I just made a little spot. I had no idea how many stitches was in a little section of a pattern like this one. Less than 2 days, and I've got 1,696 stitches in it. That's crazy. This one, I worked a few minutes, like 5 days last week, a few minutes each day, and it's over 1,000. So when I thought I wasn't making progress, I really was. It's just I wasn't getting finishes, so I thought I wasn't making progress, but that's not true. So thank you, Erin. I appreciate the information on this. This is helping. So let's see what else. I have more haul. I'm telling y'all, market is going to kill me because I've already been bad. So these I'm going to show you pictures of because they're all instant downloads off of Etsy. But I have the names and the shops wrote down. So here is, let's see, this one is called Cottontail and Company, and it is by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and it is one of the other Nashville Market releases that she put on her Etsy shop. Then this one is what I'm working on now. That one is the Spring Barnyard Stack by Cherry Hill Stitchery on Etsy. And Crunch by Priscilla and Chelsea of Stitching with the Housewives. Their Etsy shop is actually Stitching Housewives. Then this pattern, I had asked on Instagram. I posted a picture of my Galaxy fabric I ordered from Misty. I ordered it without any idea of what I was going to put on it. So I asked on Instagram what patterns was everybody else putting on there. So Carla from Roll Deck Stitches told me she was doing a Millennium Falcon, which I had seen. So I had thought about that one. And then I think it was Erin from Steel City Stitchers had showed me a picture of what she had done on hers. And it was a pattern from Etsy, and I really liked it, so that's what I chose. I'm going to do it for my grandson's 3rd birthday, which is in August, and it is called Astronauts and Planets. I can't get the color to show up right. And it is by Cross Stitch for You on Etsy. Then this is a lady that's in a bunch of the cross stitch groups that I'm in on Facebook. She made one pattern for like a memorial thing for her daughter who had passed away, and it was called Karen's Jar, and everybody liked it so much we asked her was she going to make more, and so she made a couple of more and opened an Etsy shop. So I purchased 2 of those. This one is called Easter, and it is by Needle of Love on Etsy. And then I also bought Be Happy because I love bees. And this is also by Needle of Love on Etsy. And then I have one more. Of course, I had to get the cute chicken because I love chickens too. This is by Chelsea and Priscilla of Stitching with the Housewives. Stitching Housewives on Etsy. So yeah, that's all my haul. I joined 24 Hours of Cross Stitch and Whip Go on February 10th, I think. So I've been trying to bust out some of my whips for Whip Go. And then the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch, I'm making sure I'm stitching at least 24 minutes a day, with the exception of the day I had to go to the emergency room in New Orleans. But yeah, my goal is to definitely get at least 24 minutes a day, which is not much. So those two groups have helped me. They put me like on track. As far as enchanted stitching, things have been kind of crazy here lately, so I've made a goal to at least finish one prompt per week. That's an acceptable goal for me. It's not far-fetched. I mean, it sounds easy, but it's something I know I can complete, so I have it set for myself for one prompt a week, and then if I can fit more, I'll fit more, but for sure I'll do one a week. And then I also saw a bunch of Flosstubers and Instagrammers talking about Stitch from Stash, so I asked what that was, and a friend linked me to the group, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this, because I had literally just spent almost $150 on cross stitch stuff. So I joined the group, asked how do I do it since I just joined in like February 12th. They said anything I bought or finished since January 1st would count. So I went back and added it up, added in my finishes, and I started out negative $88. And then the two market releases came on Tuesday, and now I'm $99.25 in the negative. So my haul is over for a little bit to try to catch up. Thank goodness before I joined I had ordered the floss for 6 projects. The ones I showed you, I have all the floss coming. They got lost in the mail, so I don't know when I'm going to get them, but they are on their way. So now it's time to kick my butt in gear and start stitching, because I've got a $99.25 deficit I have to catch up on. So let's talk new starts. So I am looking for some smalls. I have weird taste. Like, my taste goes from really primitive vintage looking stuff to really dark and geeky stuff and everything in between. Cutesy stuff, not cutesy stuff, it doesn't matter. So if you have a favorite small chart that you think I would like to stitch, and when I'm saying small, I mean, you know, 90 by 90 or less, please comment below or follow me on Instagram and send it to me on Instagram. I'm Kimberly Ann Designs on Instagram. I need smalls to do, and I keep looking, and every time I go to 123 Stitch or Etsy or anything, I pick out 100 patterns, but they're all humongous. I need smalls to stitch, and I don't want to just do the stacks. I mean, I love Plum StreetSampler, but I don't want to just do 10 stacks. I would like to have a variety of stuff. So if you have a favorite set or couple of smalls that you like, send me the information, comment below. I'll go check them out, because I definitely need something small to break up the monotony of the 25 humongous whips that I have. So my weather sale has not been worked on this last week and a half. I think, well, probably longer than that. I think the last day I did was February 5th, and that was what was done when I did video 1. So I have to catch up on that this weekend. Although it is Mardi Gras season here, and it's almost Mardi Gras, so parades are like on top of each other from now until Tuesday night. So I don't know how much stitching I'll get done. I want to go to summer parades. And then my houseplants, whip, I'm going to try to catch up sometime this weekend, I think. At least to where I'm only 1 behind or 2 behind. I'm going to try to finish the spring Barnyard stack this weekend so I can get some credit back in. And then hopefully my floss gets here and I can start Halloween Quaker, because that was one of my whip go pulls. So I had ordered the floss before I joined WhipGo, so I honestly thought if I put it on my WhipGo board, I would be starting it in a day or two, which is not the case. It says it's going to be here today, so hopefully. But that's how I got so much into the B, because my other WhipGo number that got pulled, I can't start because I didn't have the floss. So I had told, well, on the board I had put that each week I would work 3 hours. On the week that it got pulled, I would work 3 hours on each of those two numbers because they were large projects. So I actually put in 6 hours last week, and I'm going to do 3 for the B sampler this week. And if I get Halloween Quaker's floss, I will go ahead and try it. I'll do 3, but hopefully get in 6. But I made up for not having the floss by doing extra on the B the week that I've been in. And then what else? I think that's it. So let's see, we went over my plans for WhipGo, the 24 hours of cross stitch and enchanted stitching. I love that group, but things have been crazy. And I like that you can do what you can do. I mean, you're not required to do all 4 prompts every week or get kicked out. That would not work for me. So I like that if I have time to do the entire month, I can do it. And then the next month, if I don't, I can just do what I can do. I really like that group. Let's see. And like I said, I'm going to try to do a floss tube every 2 weeks. Hopefully they will get better. I'm not as nervous this time as I was last time. I just don't have as much content this time. I feel funny with not a lot, but my haul was kind of backing up on me, and I was like, oh gosh, if I wait any longer, we're just going to have a 2-hour video haul. I better go ahead and do it now, even though I don't have a lot of stitching done. So you didn't have to sit through 2 hours of haul. Although we all like doing haul. We all like seeing everybody's stuff. So, I don't know. It could have worked. And yeah, we're going to do a giveaway at 50. It'll be a small one. And then at 100, we'll do a bigger one. And I've already picked something out. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I already have something picked out. So, make sure you share my video with all your friends. And let's get it up to 50 so we can get a giveaway. And I think everybody will like it. I really do. What else? Let's see. Oh, my parents' 50th anniversary is on the 29th. And my kids and my little sister's kids have gotten together and planned them some kind of surprise get-together thing. So surprising that I don't even know when it is or where it is. But I guess they'll tell me, hey, show up. I'm hoping. I mean, it's my parents. I don't know. But anyway, so I've got to get my butt in gear and get them something stitched. Because I had a plan to do a 50th anniversary stitch project, and I have not started. I think I changed my mind about the one I had picked out, and now I'm looking for one. So if y'all see this today and y'all have a cute idea for something quick for 50th anniversary parents anniversary, put it below so I can go get something and start stitching today. And then let's see. Wow, less than 30 minutes, y'all. I told you it was going to be short. I don't have much content today. Everything we talked about today, I'm going to put in the show notes below. I'm going to try to link to everything, but if I don't get that done, I'll at least have the name of the pattern and the designer, if it was on Etsy or their website, or what website. And I think that's about it. I don't want to keep y'all and just keep rambling on, because I really feel bad that I won't have a lot of stitching done. Next time I will have some finishes to show you, because I am determined to get this spring barnyard stack and hopefully my bee Quaker done within the next 2 weeks, so I can get some credit, because I don't like being $99 in the hole and not being able to say, oh my gosh, because like seriously, I said yesterday, I'm in the hole $99, and like 10 minutes later I was like, oh my god, I gotta have this, and I put this big old list of market wants on a piece of paper. I did not put them in a shopping cart. I know there's a lot of places out there that you could put them in the shopping cart for pre-order, but I just wrote them down, because if I pre-order them, I'm going to pay for the suckers. So I will have finishes in 2 weeks when I come back. Hopefully more than just 2, but at least 2. So yeah, if you like what you saw today, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50 or 100 subscribers to do some giveaways, a small one at 50, a big one at 100. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Kimberly Ann Designs on Instagram. I'm Kimberly Ann on Facebook. You've probably seen me in a bunch of the groups. And that's about it. Happy stitching. I'll see you for number 3 in 2 weeks.